moments of indecisiveness. I got scars on my back that resemble tiger slits. When it's all said and done, I'll be one of the greatest you know. The only one left like a by the Uno. But who knows what the future holds. My moving stupid. Most of you do it for the internet, and I'm not into that. And that's the disconnect. Comparing me to these rappers is disrespect. Who's the best MC? Cole, Kendrick, and me?
Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State at Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Tonight we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne fights through him. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is third and 9. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Etienne. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Purdy now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Purdy. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. The Jaguars at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And a hard-working run here he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll go again with ETN. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight-line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
That's good. Another Jacksonville.
And they'll run with ETN. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now Purdy. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. This one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Purdy's throw taken in by Ridley here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Purdy sets up to throw again. Flush to his right. That one down the field for Strange. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do...
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Now 2nd and 5. Etienne up the middle. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Purdy. Touchdown! Elijah Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, in that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 44 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Chargers 14, Jaguars 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Etienne once more. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you. Keep it to short.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Crowd right.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught by Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. Again, Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Allen's first catch. Good for a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Justin Herbert looking to pass toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 26 and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A give to ETN running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Purdy looking to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Down the sideline he goes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Los Angeles.
On first down, it's Tate. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Eckler now between the tackles. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Herbert. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And his kick here is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. Fights forward at the 20. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe.
Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. He's got a man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Elijah Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Purdy will throw for it. It's complete. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a give running left is Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Here's Herbert. Past the 20. Touchdown. Mike Williams, 42 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. They find some open field here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Purdy's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Across the middle and into the hands of Ridley. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the Chargers' 43-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Purdy will look to throw again here. The 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On 1st down, Purdy. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points. And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in the preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game. Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On second down now, it's Tate. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And the Chargers first down.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Herbert now. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. So 8 yards on the completion there, and now it's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert back to the air. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And my goodness, another interception. There he goes left side. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. They run behind center with Spiller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They're going to look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And got his man complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Elijah Moore, 87 yards. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly.